Brian Yanis has been watching all of this from the front lines in the courthouse in Dedham. I can tell you the entire state of Massachusetts has been obsessed with this case for some time. Brian, what is the mood out there?
Yeah, it's absolutely jubilant. I mean, it's incredible how loud they were. Yeah, it's unbelievable. You know, when Turtle Boy came out, who was the guy, the blogger who you mentioned, who is credited for really bringing attention to this case, the place went nuts. And then when Karen Read came out, obviously they did as well. These folks out here really felt a connection to Karen Read, wearing her favorite color, the pink color. They would always put up the sign language of I love you every single day. And when you talk to the locals here, they say that they felt aggrieved, that there was an injustice here, that the police overstepped and framed Karen Read to protect one of their own. And so these people were very much passionate about this. And I think some people weren't sure that whether or not the national attention really matched what was happening here. But after that docuseries came out last year, it really currently became clear that people were certainly interested in that. You know, bottom line, you mentioned a lot of the evidence, Martha. One of the things that really poked the biggest hole in this, I have to say, has to be the main investigator in this case, Michael Proctor. He was essentially kicked off the force for misconduct, for disciplinary action, because of how he handled this case, but also because of demeaning messages that he sent about Karen Read. And that really tainted the entire investigation and added reasonable doubt to this case. The case was really based entirely on, did Karen Read hit John O'Keefe, her police officer boyfriend, with the vehicle? And ultimately, that decision, that could not be decided by this jury, and it was because of the evidence. I mean, a lot of doubt was placed on the defense as to whether or not the broken taillight on the snow where John O'Keefe's body was found was placed there, framed there by police. There was questions about that. There were questions about the injuries on John O'Keefe. Looked like he was bitten by a dog. The lack of blood. Experts that said, you know, it doesn't look like that he was hit with a vehicle. All of that added up to ultimately enough reasonable doubt here, obviously, to have found Karen Read not guilty on all the charges except for driving under the influence. There was surveillance video from that night that showed that she was drinking something like 6 to 9 alcoholic beverages that night. But just to highlight how shoddy this investigation was, they never arrested her for drunk driving on that night, and they never took her blood alcohol level. So that just gives you an idea here of that sense of the investigation. So Martha, I'll send it back to you. I'll try to see if I can speak to some supporters, but obviously here, people incredibly happy to see this done after 2+ years, 3 years really, of drama that's consumed this community. Martha.
Thank you, Brian.
Hey, it's Will Cain. Click here to subscribe to the Fox News channel on YouTube. It's the best way to get our latest interviews and highlights. And click to subscribe to the Will Cain podcast for full episodes right now.